تمام
أوكي.
أوكي إن
بالتوفيق.
شاء الله. شكرا أستاذ.
بس
So present simple. So I would like you to remember something very important. لازم في شيء يعني أذكركم به كلش مهم. If the active voice sentence in a tense إذا جملة مبنية للمعلوم جاية بتنس معين, the passive voice should be also in the same tense. يعني إذا جاية الactive voice in a present simple, the passive voice should be in a present simple. If the active voice in a future continuous, the passive voice should be also in a future continuous. يعني نفس الزمن مال جملة الactive لازم نسويها بالباسف. And the vice versa. والعكس صحيح. يعني إذا أنا جبت لك جملة passive in present continuous, أنت لازم ترجع لي إياها active in a present continuous. مو تعطيني تسوي لي إياها present simple. No. Okay? You should not change the tense. لازم تبقي التنس نفسه. Okay? This is okay. Is there any question about this, students? Anyone would like to ask about this summary? هاي فد ملخص أنا حاولت يعني أسوي لكم إياه حتى تفهمون أكثر عن الباسيف والأكتف. Okay? All right. Now here we have some examples. Who would like to read the first sentence? Who would like to read the first sentence? We have Muntazar Khalid and Noor Abbas. Let's start with Muntazar Khalid. Yes, Muntazar Khalid. Could you please read the sentence?
Yes, the self-analysis test was done yesterday at the Construction Materials Lab.
Construction Materials Lab.
Yes.
Construction Materials Lab يعني المختبر مال فحوصات المواد الإنشائية. Okay. By the way, it's called sieve analysis, not save analysis. Sieve analysis. هذا الفحص مال المناخ. Sieve analysis. So the sieve analysis test was done yesterday at the Construction Materials Lab. Thanks for reading, Muntazar. But I would like to here. Do you understand the meaning of this sentence? Do you understand what it means? يعني فاهم شو تعني يعني?
Yes.
Of course,
Yes.
I know that you know it in Arabic, but you know what it means. Now, is it passive or active, this sentence?
Passive.
It is passive. Good. And why do you think it's passive?
That's because he
Yes.
being subject, object.
Because it begins with the object, exactly, Muntazar. And the object is this, the sieve analysis. The sieve analysis is the object, exactly. The sieve analysis
Yes.
test. هي كلها. Good. Could you make it active, Muntazar? Could you make it active?
Yes.
Okay. So you bring the subject. أنت جيب السبجect. I don't know. Maybe you mention any subject. So
the student.
The student. Okay.
Done. Do.
The student do or does. By the way, you said
Do.
student or student, one or more.
Does.
Okay. So the student does. Yes.
The sieve analysis test.
So the sieve analysis test. Yes. Okay. So the student
At
does.
the
Sieve analysis
materials lab.
test. Sorry. Yes.
At the materials lab.
Okay.
تبع المواد.
What about yesterday? Should we write yesterday?
Doctor, we should use
Yes.
Should.
I know.
Yes, should.
Could you please not interrupt us, please? I know what you want to say, but I would like it to be clear for the other students. شكرا بس حتى we continue with Muntazar. Give you your. So Muntazar, so we complete of the sentence just with me.
Yesterday at Construction Materials lab.
Okay, Muntazar, what do you think is wrong with the
Yes,
sentence?
doctor.
Please again.
Student.
The student does the sieve analysis test yesterday at the Construction Materials Lab. Now, maybe it's not there, but it clearly the set part. What is the tense of the sentence? The first one, this one. what is the tense of the sentence? شنو التنس مالتها? Is it present, past, or future?
Past.
So if it's past, now when you make it active, it should be with the same tense or with a different one. It should be past or present or future.
Should be past.
So the verb should be in which form?
Done.
Done, the BP. done يعني تصريف الثالث. What is the past of the verb does?
Do went.
Okay. Let's don't worry منتظر. It's okay. منتظر, from which class are you, منتظر?
Class of Dr. Did.
Did, exactly. Yes. That's did, exactly. And that's what your classmate, by the way, the one who interrupted us, اللي قال اكو مشكلة. Who's that? Could you please?
Yes, Doctor. Ayad from class C.
That's Dua. And the other one who said me too.
Me too. Noor.
Noor. Yes, Dua and Noor, I wanted Muntadhar to finish his sentence and then to see whether it's correct or not.
Yes, Doctor, sorry.
And it's okay,
Yes,
it's okay.
I understood.
And also to make it very clear for you that when you look at a sentence in active or in passive, you should know the tense. يعني in the exam, exam بالامتحان or in the test, or the quiz, when I bring you a sentence, for example, active or passive, and ask you to change it, the most important thing is that you should know the tense. لازم تعرف الزمن مالتها. Because when you are going to change it, you are going to change it with a tense. لازم تغيرها بالتنس مالتها. Okay? And then thanks for Muntadhar. Muntadhar, you are from class A?
Class F.
Class F, sorry. Okay. Let's move to another sentence. Let's take this one. Who would like to read this one?
Yes. Yes, Doctor,
Yes.
I can read.
Yes. What's your name? Who are you?
Dua Ayad from
I
class
are
C.
Dua from class C. Yes, Dua. You can read, Dua.
The next experiment will be made next week by
A
PhD student.
A PhD student. Good. So, Dua, you understand what it means, right?
This sentence.
You understand the meaning of it. You understand what it means, right?
يعني مو كلش.
Okay. قولي لي شنو اللي فهمتي وأنا ممكن أوضح لك. The next experiment will be made next week by a PhD student. شو اللي فهمتي أنت كمعنى يعني؟
يعني التجربة التالية will be made ممكن أن تكون يعني
راح تتسوى يعني أو
راح
done
تصير
يعني.
الأسبوع التالي بواسطة الطلاب ال PhD يعني رمز هذا
طالب الدكتوراه PhD
طالب
يعني
الدكتوراه.
أي بالضبط. الفلسفي doctorate.
Yes,
الفلسفي
in this sentence
Yes.
we
So-
remember action. So this sentence in passive verb.
It's
Or
in
passive
passive
voice.
voice. Exactly. It's in passive
Voice.
voice. And why in passive voice? Because the most important thing we mention in this sentence is the action.
The action.
There's
not
no
the
mention to
subject.
the. Yes. Can you make it active? Dua, can you make it
Yeah.
active?
Yes, Doctor. I
Yes,
can.
please. Yes, please.
We say the student.
Which student? The PhD or another student?
PhD.
So PhD. So we bring.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Student
What is
will be
Now you need the main.
experiment.
Where is the main verb? You haven't mentioned the main verb yet. Will no, I need the main verb. Where's the main verb? Where's the main action? Okay. If you read the passive voice sentence, this one,
Yeah.
where is the verb action? الفعل مال الحدث is the verb, but because it's passive, it's PP. Now you should make it what?
Make.
Make, exactly, will make. So a PhD student will make what?
The next experiment.
Exactly. When? What about the time? You need now the
Next
time,
week.
right?
Next week.
Next week. Good. So a PhD student will make the next experiment next week.
Yeah.
Okay? Now this is active voice. This is totally clear. It's active voice, and we know who is the the subject of the sentence. So thank you very much, Dua. Let's move to another student. We have, I think, Noor Abbas. Noor
Yes.
Abbas?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Could you please read this sentence?
A seminar on modern constructions is going to be held tomorrow at 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m. Okay.
Yeah.
Which form is this? Is it active or passive, Noor?
Going to be held. So we don't know who did it. Who held it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it is what?
It is passive.
Exactly. It is passive voice. Could you
Yeah.
please make it active?
A similar. Okay, I can.
You need the subject, of course.
Yes, yes.
You bring
Who?
the subject, any subject, anyone. Anyone. Because we don't know the subject
A
from
name. Max.
Max.
Mr. Max. Max.
Mr. Max. Okay.
Is going.
It's got.
It's.
Now okay, held is the PP. Now
Yes,
after, so after two you need infinitive. What is the infinitive of held? It's
Held.
hold.
It's
Hold.
hold. Yes, hold. Yeah.
So Mr. Max is going to hold. Where's the object?
A similar construction.
Exactly.
At 10 a.m.
A seminar on the time.
Yeah.
At
10
10
Yes.
a.m. You see? Now
That's-
this is a perfect active voice sentence. Mr. Max is going to hold a seminar on modern constructions at 10 a.m. By the way, for those who don't know what hold means,
يمسك.
hold means
سوري هي تجي يمسك وتجي اسماء
لا
يعني
hold هنا يعقد.
يعقد ايه مو
Yes.
يبيها هواي كلمات معانا.
And by the way, you can write the correct meaning of this verb, the synonym, هو give.
Give. Okay.
Going to give a seminar on modern constructions at 10 a.m.
I have
Okay.
a small note.
Yes.
The sentence the last sentence before this one.
Yeah, the one before? You mean
Yeah.
you mean this one, the designer?
No, the one we read and we solved.
Ah, you mean this one, the PhD student.
Yes. There is B. Right?
Where's B? B is
Yes.
the verb to be in the passive voice.
Yes, I'm trying to tell the students that B is not the main verb. They need to be
it's
careful.
not. No.
Yes.
If you go back to the passive voice form,
I know Yes.
there's a verb to be. But in the active voice, there is no verb to be. There is only the main verb. So if you look at the passive voice sentence, you need will because it's time, because it's the future, and be because you should use a verb to be. And now why use be here? Why not is are? Why not was were? Because after will, the verb should be infinitive. الوll
Yes.
لازم تجي متبوعة بمصدر.
Yes.
And be is the infinitive of the is are. يعني for example, if I remove will,
Yes.
okay, and I change the sentence, I say an experiment was made. An experiment was made. So what this means there is still a verb to be. لازم أكون فعل كينوني. بس الفعل الكينوني يعتمد على الزمن.
Yes.
Now this sentence is past. You
Yes.
see, an experiment was made last week. Now, if I change this sentence into active, a PhD student made
Made.
Wow.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
the last, or an experiment, an experiment
Next experiment.
last
An
week.
experiment. Yeah. Yes.
Last week. That's it. You see how easy? It depends on the tense. And that's why I always say, students, the tense is a very important issue.
Yeah.
تعتبر شغلة كلش مهمة.
It is actually the main issue of the passive voice.
It is the main issue of the passive and active. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Noor.
Welcome.
Let me now ask someone else to read another sentence before we go. We have Tuqa and Hawra. Yes, Tuqa?
Yes.
Would you like to
Yes,
read
I
the
like.
sentence? Would you
Uh,
like to read the sentence, Tuqa?
yes, I. What?
Would you like to read the sentence? Or
Yes,
you
I
have a
would.
question? Yes. Okay. Okay. So could you please read this one?
Yes. It's recommended, suggested that the apparatus. What I can't.
Apparatus.
Apparatus and equipment of the test are prepared on an hour earlier.
An hour earlier. Okay. Do you know what it means, Tuqa? Do you know that when you read it, you understand it?
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay, no problem. Not all of it. Okay. It is recommended or suggested, يعني مقترح أو مفضل, that the apparatus, by the way, you should have taken this in grade 1, in the first grade. Apparatus تعني شنو؟ تعني الأجهزة مال، مو الأجهزة، خلينا نقول هنا الأدوات. Equipment التجهيزات أو الأجهزة أو المعدات. So if you're in the lab, any report, you should put the apparatus and equipment.
Yes.
Apparatus and equipment. يعني الأجهزة، المعدات والأدوات. Apparatus يعني أدوات. All the tests are prepared تجهز an hour earlier يعني قبل ساعة. About an hour earlier. So now, if I ask you a question here, Tuqa, do you think this means passive or active, this sentence?
Passive voice.
Why it's passive?
Because there is are prepared, but the subject is
Because
not
what?
is not.
Is there?
There is no subject.
Exactly. Because and by the way, this is the form of using it is. It is not the form of putting the object in the beginning of the sentence. هاي مو الطريقة ما نحط الobject بالبداية. No, it is just to say it is recommended or suggested. Who recommends, who suggests, I don't care. So if I want to change this sentence into active, إذا أريد أغيرها active, please.
We put
We put subject, exactly.
So the doctor recommended.
Exactly. The professor, by the way, not recommended, recommends.
Yes, we change it to the present form.
Exactly. Recommends, and you just continue the same sentence. Recommends that, okay? Recommends that the apparatus and equipment of the test are prepared an hour early. That's it. Very easy. So the meaning is clear.
Yes,
But
clear.
you don't need to mention the object first. You all have to do just to say it is recommended or it is suggested, and very nice and easy. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Tuqa. I think that's all because I don't want to take much of your time because you have other lectures to take. So thank you very much. Like Noor, Hawra, Barzan, Haidar, Dua, Huda,
دكتور